name is Richie Lopez. My love for music is ridiculous. It's huge. It started when I was a kid. My dad was in a touring band. I was always around it. I went to all of his practices. He played at church a ton. He let me bang around on the aluminum chair and be really annoying, but he really encouraged it. I started playing drums when I was 5. I had a really cheap plastic drum set. It was the best thing ever. That's how I learned. First grade was pretty great. Second grade was pretty great. Everything was pretty great until 3rd grade. I was walking upstairs one day from lunch and I ran out of breath really fast. I maybe only stepped 12 steps up and I had to stop. I couldn't make it. That I was just out of breath, so she took me to the doctor that day. I had an x-ray done and they told me I should go to the hospital. And after all these tests, I was finally diagnosed with chronic bronchitis and pneumonia. There was a blockage to my left lung, so I was only working on the lung for about a year. It looked like I had been smoking for my whole life. The lower portion of my lung had just completely collapsed. It was blackened. So they had to remove it. So I was a 3rd grader in surgery. But I didn't think anything of it. But later my parents told me they questioned whether or not I was going to make it through it. Doctors told me after I'm not going to be a normal kid anymore. I'm not going to be able to run around. I'm not going to be able to play a lot of sports. My healing process took a really long time. I was on a breathalyzer, I had an asthma pump, I had all these different air medication things that I had to take. But a few months later, I went to Ohio and had some pictures taken of my lung. I went under. And a few hours later, I finally came back, and the results were finally in, and the doctor said, I don't know how this happened, but you have regrown a portion of your lung, and your lungs are as clean as a whistle. There's nothing in there right now. It doesn't even look like we took it out. Fourth grade comes around and I decide to play trumpet, and I start singing a ton, and that's where I finally realized the power of God in my life. It was only in 4th grade, but I realized that I had a healer. I had someone who made me and knew how to fix me, and he definitely did that. I shouldn't be able to walk across the room without losing breath, but I played trumpet all through high school. I shouldn't be able to hold on full conversation without gasping for air, but I'm still singing today. I'm drumming, playing sports. So God has really made himself real in my life in that way, and it's crazy to think that he really cares, that he cared about a little 3rd grade kid. But just to realize how good and how faithful He is. And I thought it was a pretty little thing, but He didn't. He cared about me, and there was some other plan that He had for me. And I'm so grateful that He healed me. I want to be able to sing. I want the world to be able to know what God did for me. God was just so good. I overcame what the doctors told me I wasn't going to be able to do. And with what God gave me, I'm able to use to give Him glory.